down to 100 real quick.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. We are just about set to get the festivities started, and off we go on this Christmas Eve. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right to the air, it's Fields. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. He'll get about 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fields.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
First down. Fields. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Downs goes in motion. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now they'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Off he goes.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Fields. He runs with it. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Fields. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he will score. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. To throw is Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's Fields. He'll air this one out for Watkins. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Colts. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fields. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
In trouble, and down he goes. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
early in this drive. They're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very...
He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Chris Boswell, the kicker off for Pittsburgh.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Fields now. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Steelers 21, Colts 7.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Chris Boswell, the kicker off for Pittsburgh.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Well, that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the...
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's a handoff. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. The Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, it's Fields. This one complete to Washington. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now, Fields. Ooh. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Fields from the gun on third down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? We're off to the 4th quarter. The offense is out there. 4th and inches. Fields to throw for it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll run here with Hill. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a run. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Colts 14. Chris Boswell is kicking off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Set to go now on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Steelers will have great field position right around midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
First down. Fields. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Fields now on 2nd down. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on downs.
And, Mike, this is a throw that, yes, at this level you expect it to be caught. But remember, this is a running back on a flat route. These are very awkward angles to track the ball. You got to put it on his front shoulder pad, allow him to turn up the field, run through contact. And I think with a better ball, that's a pickup on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Bone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Still got it. The Sonic still iconic. They still chronic. I seen the money coming. I showed you that I'm a prophet. Can I ride shotgun? Get out.
3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
All run play. This is Hill. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Hill. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he'll get this only to about the 10. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Fields. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown pass is thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And it is their